If selling feels pushy, you don't have a sales problem, you have a nurture problem. And those are two completely different things to fix. Here's something that most coaches won't say out loud. They hate selling. And it's not because they're not good at it, but it's because it genuinely doesn't feel right to them. They get on a call or a consultation and they feel like they're pushing someone into a decision, like they're being manipulative or like they're crossing the line. So they soften their pitch, they undercharge, they don't follow up when someone goes quiet because they don't want to seem desperate. And they tell themselves that they'll figure out sales when they're more confident with it. But the discomfort isn't a character flaw. It's not even a skill gap. It's a signal, and it's pointing at the exact right thing. Here's why selling feels pushy, and it has nothing to do with you. Your sales feel pushy when the prospect isn't warm. When someone gets on a call with you and they've never seen your content, they don't know your skills or your results, or they have no idea how you work or whether you're credible or not, you are starting from zero. Now you have to build trust, establish your authority, understand the problem, present a solution, and close, all in a 30 to 45 minute consultation or call. Of course it feels like pressure. You're doing 5 calls in one. But here's the thing, that pressure isn't created by selling. It's created by the absence of nurturing before the call. The prospect isn't warm enough. They haven't seen your client results. They haven't spent 3 weeks watching your story sequences. They haven't already decided that they trust your approach. So when you make an ask, it lands on cold ground. That's not a sales problem. That's a pre-call system problem. Here's what happens when the nurturing happens before the call. Your prospect has been following you for, let's say, 4 weeks. They've watched your reels, they've seen your client results, they've consumed your stories, they understand exactly how you work and the kind of results your clients get. By the time they book a call, they've already made the decision. They're not on the call to be convinced anymore. They're on the call to confirm the details and get started. The call is no longer a sales pitch. It's a conversation between two people who have already decided to work together. You're no longer pushing anything. You're pulling them towards a decision they've already made because your content, your stories, your follow-up system did the selling long before you spoke a single word. So here's the reframe. The goal is not to become a better salesperson anymore. The goal is to build a system so effective at nurturing that by the time prospects get on the call, selling is barely required. Your story funnel, your middle of funnel content, your automated follow-ups. These 3 things pre-sell your prospects before you ever speak to them. And when you build that system, selling stops feeling pushy because you're not selling anymore. You're just having a conversation with someone who already wants to say yes. If selling has always felt uncomfortable to you, then follow me on Instagram because I break down exactly how to build the nurturing systems that make selling almost unnecessary.